call to order the 1,687th meeting of the Board of Trustees. Roll call, please.
Yes, Trustee Kistner,
Present.
Trustee Evans,
Yes.
Trustee Wilson,
Yes.
Trustee Nicholson.
Yes.
Right, we do have a quorum.
Approval of the journey of the preceding minutes, journal of the preceding minutes, July 11th, 2024. That'd be for the 1,686 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
No comments by the chair. Report of the board committees. I will be doing the audit committee this evening. The audit committee met on July 30th at 7:30 a.m. The meeting was attended by trustees Watson, Evans, Nicholson, Wilson, and Wabi, with trustee Kistner attending online. Chairperson Watson called roll and had no introductory comments. The minutes of the July 2nd audit committee meeting were approved. Next, the external auditor, Clifton Larson Allen, presented for the year ended December 31st, 2023, the results of the audits of the financial statements for the employee's pension, the deferred compensation, and the deferred contribution plan, stating that the plans were audited in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards and that clean opinions were issued for each plan. The audit engagements were performed according to the plan scope and the schedule communicated previously. No difficulties or disagreements with management were encountered when performing the audits. No findings were identified and no management letters were issued. There were no corrected or uncorrected misstatements identified. Questions were addressed as they were received from the committee. The next audit committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. The meeting was adjourned at approximately 7:41 a.m. This concludes the audit committee report. Trustee Kistner, can you read the program management committee?
Yeah. Need to note that.
Yeah, the record will reflect that Trustee Wabi has joined. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. It looked like he joined. Can you make sure he can hear us?
Trustee Wabi, are you online and can you hear us? Can you unmute your mic, please, Trustee Wabi? Can you unmute your mic, Trustee Wabi?
There it is. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We sure can.
I hate Teams.
Please mute your mic when you're not being spoken to. Thank you.
Okay, I'll proceed. The Program Management Committee met on July 30th, 2024 at 7:45 a.m. Meeting was attended by trustees Evans, Wabi, Wilson, Watson, and Nicholson with myself online. I called roll, had no further comment. The minutes of the July 2nd, 2024 Program Management meeting were approved. The agenda items to be introduced tonight were presented and discussed, including a detailed discussion regarding the following items. Ordinance number 16425. Staff provided details. CSO volume reduction green infrastructure grant being awarded to DSB Properties for construction of volume reducing bioretention basin to reduce combined sewer overflows to the River Des Peres per the CSO long-term control plan. Ordinance number 16427. Staff discussed an unplanned supplemental appropriation for the Outer Ladue and Chipper Storm Sewer project. MSD has agreed to construct a portion of this project that was originally to be constructed by the City of Frontenac. The city was delayed by constructing this portion of the project. An agreement was reached for MSD to fund and construct this portion of the project to keep the project on schedule. The city will reimburse MSD for this work. Ordinance numbers 16428 through 16431. Staff reviewed the details and bid information for 4 construction projects bid over the past month. These ordinances will authorize contracts and appropriate the necessary funds for the projects. There was a discussion regarding the appropriations requested versus the low bid received. Ordinance numbers 16433 through 16437. Staff presented and reviewed details of 5 ordinances that appropriate funds on contracts for vendor support services on tonight's agenda. These services assist both the engineering and operations departments in the completion of work required by the consent decree and various wastewater and stormwater services. Staff provided details on how these services support the program. There are questions from the committee regarding the MWBE participation requirements on these projects. Ordinance number is 16438 through 16439. Staff requested appropriations for fiscal year 2025 easement acquisition funding. This funding will allow for staff to take further efforts to acquire necessary property rights to construct combined sanitary and stormwater projects. Under other business, Mr. Unverfurth updated the board on the concerns expressed by a homeowner, Ms. Everding, expressed during the last board meeting regarding her property at 5632 Welmering Drive. The district is actively communicating with her and has identified a future project. Cost and solution of the project are being determined and will be prioritized with existing projects. In the meantime, the district has been offering suggestions to the homeowner to improve the situation until the project is scheduled. The next committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for September 3rd, 2024. The meeting was adjourned at 8:14 a.m. This concludes the program management board comments report.
Thank you. Trustee Evans, Finance Committee?
Thank you. Finance Committee met on July 30, 2024 at 8:15 a.m. The meeting was attended by Trustees Wilson, Evans, Nikozison, Watson, Wabi, with Trustee Kistner online. I called roll and had no further comments. The minutes of the July 2nd, 2024 Finance Committee meeting were approved. The following agenda items to be introduced tonight were presented and discussed. Proposed ordinance number 16440. If approved, this ordinance will replace the hauled waste ordinance number 13701. The district's Department of Environmental Compliance conducted a rate review of the hauled waste permit fee and reviewed the results with the district's finance department to compute a new rate. A permit fee of 8 cents per gallon is currently assessed for waste hauled to and treated at the Bissell treatment plant, and this ordinance will increase the fee to 10 cents per gallon. Proposed ordinance number 16442. This ordinance authorizes the district to enter into a contract with Aon to provide actuarial services for the district's pension plan, defined contribution plan, deferred compensation plan, accrued sick leave program, vacation accrual calculation, GASB 75 other post-employment benefit reporting, and consultant services. The ordinance authorizes a 1-year contract with 4 optional 1-year contract extensions. Other items discussed during the committee meeting included the following. Director of Finance, Marion G., presented the Adjustment Review Committee report as required by ordinance. Secretary Treasurer Tim Snoke reviewed the district's operating fund portfolio as of July 25, 2024. Tim indicated that the portfolio is in compliance with the district's investment policy. The next committee meeting is tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. The meeting was adjourned at 8:41 a.m. This concludes the Finance Committee board comments.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson, Stakeholder Relations Committee.
Thank you. The Stakeholder Relations Committee met at the district headquarters on 30 July 2024 at 8:43 a.m. Meeting was attended by Chairperson Wilson, Trustees Evans, Nikozison, Wabi, and Watson. Chairperson Wilson called the roll and had no further comments. The minutes of the July 2nd, 2024 Stakeholder Relations Committee meeting were voted on and approved. First agenda item was a discussion by Jenny Keenstra regarding a resolution for data center hosting, security, and monitoring services. This resolution authorizes the district to renew an intergovernmental agreement with Regional Justice Information Service Commission for data center co-location services, security, and monitoring services. This is option year 4 of a 1-year annual renewal and is resolution number 3913 on the August 2024 board agenda. The next agenda item was a discussion by Todd Ashbrocker regarding an ordinance for a lease agreement. This ordinance will authorize staff to enter into a lease agreement with the City of Blackjack, a municipal organization. This lease is for a parcel of real estate owned by the district at 13755 Old Jamestown Road adjacent to and across Coldwater Creek from the Coldwater Creek Treatment Plant. The City of Blackjack will continue to lease the property for use as a public park. The lease is for an initial one-year term with an automatic one-year renewal option. The district has the right to terminate the lease at any time and for any reason with 60 days' notice, and the tenant cannot use the property for any purpose other than a public park. This is ordinance number 16441 on the August 2024 board agenda. The next item was a discussion by Todd Oshbacher regarding a resolution for insurance brokerage and consulting services. This resolution authorized the renewal of the contract with Thomas McGee Group Risk Strategies for the first of 4 option years beginning September the 1st, 2024 through August 30th, 2025. This is resolution number 3912 on the August 24 board agenda. At approximately 8:47 a.m., Chairperson Wilson requested a vote to move the meeting into closed session to discuss sealed bids and related documents until the bids are open, and sealed proposals and related documents or any documents related to a negotiated contract until a contract is executed, or all proposals are rejected under section 610.021, subparagraph 12 RSMO, and leasing, purchase, or sale of real estate by a public governmental agency where public knowledge of the transaction might adversely affect the legal considerations, therefore under section 610.021, subparagraph 2 RSMO. At approximately 9:21 a.m., Chairperson Wilson requested a vote to return the meeting to open session. The meeting was adjourned at 9:22 a.m. Next tentative meeting date is September the 3rd, 2024.
Thank you, Trustee Wilson. Report of Executive Director.
Mr. Chairman, I have no report.
We have one comment from the public. Adrian Everding. I'd like to remind you to keep your remarks at 5 minutes, please.
Oh, they will be.
Thank you.
I was here last month, and since then, I've tried to file a claim with FEMA and was not able to because we're not sitting in a floodplain. I've spoken with numerous lawyers to see if there's any recourse with the rehabber that had done this house that didn't disclose that it flooded, but since it goes back 2 generations or 2 owners, there's no recourse there. I've spoken to State Farm, who said, prove that the water came in and will do nothing for us. I've had several plumbers out who put into writing that the water did come up through the basement sewer and have sent that to State Farm, and they are not returning calls. I have also spoken with a couple of people from MSD. I've been told, you could put lateral and sewer check valves in. That's going to cost me $4,000 that we don't have. One person came out and said, get a bigger sump pump. We're at the bottom of a hill. I could have the sump pump the size of this room and all the water still stays right here. And I had somebody else in writing say that it was a lateral line problem and that it was still my problem. So we have no way of getting rid of this house again. And so now we're talking to lawyers about foreclosure and bankruptcy, which is awful because my son, this is his first house. He works for the St. Anne Police Department, so he's not swimming in a whole lot of money. So that's what I've been doing, and I was wondering if anything else had come up besides just somebody calling me and telling me nothing.
No, nothing else has come up.
Okay.
What we can do is look at the situation, identify a project, see what the right solution is to do with regards to the property. And then we can evaluate our water backup programs and check valve programs and see if you qualify for those. And I think you've been talking to some of our folks about that, and I'll make sure that they follow up with you with regards to those programs. Okay.
Yeah, the house is not livable, so we have moved out. And, I don't know what to do because this is going to continue to happen.
Okay.
No matter what. So anyway, thank you for listening to me yet again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Submission of the public hearings reports.
There are none.
Communications.
There are no communications.
Consent agenda items 10 through 26.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chair. As you indicated, the consent agenda tonight is items 10 through 26. Is there any board member who would like to pull an item for a separate vote? Hearing none, is there a motion for adoption?
So moved. Second.
Okay, Mr. Wabi? Do we still have you, Mr. Wabi? All right, I'm going to move on. Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Wabi, you are there.
Aye.
Thank you. Consent agenda is adopted. We'll move to new business, starting with ordinances. And item 27, the introduction of ordinance number 16425, authorizing the district to enter into an agreement with DSV Properties LLC for cost sharing for green infrastructure construction in the CSO volume reduction green infrastructure Dunkin' Donuts project in the city of St. Louis. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Thank you. Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 28 is the introduction of ordinance number 16426, a supplemental appropriation of $100,000 from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for design in the Halsted Storm Channel Phase 4 project in unincorporated St. Louis County and authorizing the district to amend a contract with Wrights and Gens. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 29 is the introduction of ordinance number 16427, a supplemental appropriation of $60,000 from the Operations, Maintenance, Construction, and Improvement, or OMCI Fund, of Deer Creek to be used for storm sewer construction in the Outer Ladue and Chipper Storm Sewer Project in the city of Frontenac. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 30, introduction of ordinance number 16428, appropriating $850,000 from the OMCI Fund of Graveway Creek to be used for storm sewer construction in the Big Bend 10014 Storm Improvements Project in the city of Crestwood and authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Gershenson Construction. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 31 is the introduction of ordinance number 16429, appropriating $2.5 million from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for channel stabilization, the Cedarhurst Drive Creek Bank Stabilization Project in unincorporated St. Louis County, and authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Keeley Construction Group. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 32, introduction of ordinance number 16430, appropriating $4.9 million from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for storm sewer construction in the Halsted Storm Channel Phase 4 project in unincorporated St. Louis County, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Gershenson Construction. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 33, introduction of ordinance number 16431, appropriating $1.225 million from the OMCI Fund of University City to be used for storm sewer construction in the Liberty Avenue 10,000 block storm sewer project in the city of Overland and in unincorporated St. Louis County, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Understall Contracting. Is there a motion for introduction?
Moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 34, introduction of ordinance number 16432, appropriating $3 million from the Sanitary Replacement Fund to be used for repair, replacement, or improvement projects to address needs at facilities in the infrastructure repairs project at various locations throughout the district. Is there a motion for introduction?
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Nicholasison? Item 35, introduction of ordinance number 16433, a supplemental appropriation of $3 million from the general fund to be used for CCTV inspection and physical inspection of sewers and sewer cleaning in the CCTV inspection and physical inspection of sewers project throughout the district service area, authorizing the district to amend a contract with Ace Pipe Cleaning. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 36, introduction of ordinance number 16434 to amend a contract with Trek Design Group. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 37, introduction of ordinance number 16435, a supplemental appropriation of $2.5 million from the general fund to be used for flow meter and monitoring and the flow metering and monitoring project district-wide, authorizing the district to amend a contract with ADS Environmental Services. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 38 is the introduction of ordinance number 16436, a supplemental appropriation of $605,000 from the general fund to be used for stream flow monitoring and the stream flow gauge operation and maintenance project district-wide, and authorizing the district to appropriate additional funds to a contract with the U.S. Geological Survey. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 39, introduction of ordinance number 16437, appropriating $800,000 from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for asset investigations and assessment of stormwater systems and the stormwater asset investigation project throughout the district service area, and authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Trek Design Group. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 40, introduction of ordinance number 16438, appropriating $535,000 from the district-wide stormwater fund to be used for property rights acquisition and the easement acquisition for stormwater project in the entire district. Is there a motion for introduction?
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 41, introduction of ordinance number 16439, appropriating $6.45 million from the sanitary replacement fund to be used for property rights acquisition and the easement acquisition for wastewater projects in the entire district. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 42 is the introduction of ordinance number 16440, repealing ordinance number 13701, is adopted August 8th, 2013, adopting a new ordinance in lieu thereof, regulating the discharge to the facilities of the district of water or liquid waste which has been removed and transported from any pit, sump, holding tank, septic tank, wastewater treatment facility, or industrial facility. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 43 is the introduction of ordinance number 16441, authorizing the district to lease certain real property of the district in the city of Blackjack, known and numbered as 13755 Old Jamestown Road, to the city of Blackjack for use as a public park, and to execute a lease agreement upon the terms and conditions hereinafter set out. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 44, introduction of ordinance number 16442, authorizing the district to enter into a contract with Aon Consulting to provide actuarial services for the district's pension plan, defined contribution plan, deferred compensation plan, accrued sick leave program, vacation accrual, GASB 67 and GASB 68 pension accounting reporting, GASB 675 OPEB reporting, and consultant services. Is there a motion for introduction?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yeah.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
All right, we'll move to resolutions. The first one is item 45, the adoption of resolution 3911 to exercise option year 5 of a contract previously authorized by ordinance 15206, adopted July 11, 2019, that authorized the district to enter into a contract with Pure Technologies to provide professional services, force main evaluation, program support throughout St. Louis City and St. Louis County. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
Item 46 is the adoption of resolution number 3912 to exercise option year 1 of a contract previously authorized by ordinance 16179, adopted August 10, 2023, that authorized the district to enter into a contract with Thomas McGee to provide insurance brokerage and insurance consulting services to the district. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
And item 47, adoption of resolution 3913 to exercise option year 4 of a contract previously authorized by ordinance 15466, adopted August 13, 2020, that authorized the district to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with Regional Justice Information Service Commission to provide data center computing security and monitoring services district-wide. Is there a motion for adoption?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Wabi?
Aye.
Ms. Kistner?
Aye.
Mr. Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Nicholasison?
Yes.
And with that, there is no further business this evening.
Motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you all.